What's up? What's up? Raider Reaction TikTok Thursday. Sitting down. It's been a minute. Seems like every time I'm on TikTok live, I get banned for something. But what's up? It's Raider Reaction TikTok Thursday. I'm the commissioner, taking all questions and comments, silver and black related. If you're wanting to troll from another team, you can throw your comments up in there, but we're going to ignore the fuck out of them, so don't waste your time. So what's up? What's up, Raider Nation? What's up? What is your comments? What's up from Oakland, says Michael. What's up, man? How you doing on your Thursday night, brother? Happy holidays. Thank you. Appreciate Mortal Kombat. Waleed. What's up? Taking all questions and comments, silver and black related. Yeah, that last game was crazy, man. I tell you what, the Raiders are still technically alive, and in sports, as long as you still have a heartbeat, even no matter how faint it is, you still have a heartbeat. Well, it's nice to see Waller back on the field. That's for damn sure. Nice to see him out of the studio and on the field where he belongs. Nice to see him catching touchdowns again. I mean, if the man's focused, he's one of the best. Steelers will beat the Raiders. Well, we'll have to wait and see on that. I don't think that's going to be the case, but there are some definite crazy storylines for that game. You've got the bitter cold, the winter blast that's happening in that area. Both teams got to play in that shit, but obviously the Raiders are historically not great in cold weather, and Carr historically is not great in cold weather. So you do got that playing into fact. You've got the Franco Harris passing over the past couple of days, so you're going to have obviously a little emotional and inspirational boost on the side of the Steelers. Does the NFL try to... it's the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. The passing of Franco Harris. Oh, man. Do the refs try to sway this game now? Is the league trying to sway this game for the Steelers? There's a lot of storylines. There's a lot of storylines. So, we'll see. It definitely doesn't play into the Raiders' favor, the passing of Franco Harris. They're going to play that story up big time with the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, Immaculate Deception. That's what I'm saying, JP. It's a concern, brother. It's a concern. Taking all questions and comments, Raider related. Throw it up in there. The Al Davis curse. Second half play calling will determine whether we win or lose. Man, you ain't lying, Mortal Kombat. The play calling in the second half, pretty much all season, has been suspect as fuck. It's been sketchy at best. We winning out, says Ray Skywalker. There's definitely a possibility, man. You got to get past this game. It's one game at a time right now. You can't look past the Steelers. You just can't. Like I said, they're fighting for a lot of pride. It's a publicized game. It's a primetime game. It's Christmas fucking Eve, 50th anniversary of one of the most historic plays in National Football League history, and one of your greats passed away 2 days ago that's completely supposed to be attached to all of the festivities that are going on this weekend. So it's gonna be an emotional game for them. So you can't look past the Steelers game. But if you do get past the Steelers game, you've got a huge game against the Niners, man. You have the possibility of the Chiefs may not having anything to play for in the final week. So the Niners game is gigantic. New Year's Day. The weather concerns me, man. The weather concerns me. The Raiders do not historically, over the past couple decades, play well in the cold. Appreciate you, J-Buck. Thank you, man. How do I feel about Brady coming to the silver and black? I hate it. I think he's a relic at this point. I don't. I think you're going to see Father Time catching up with him very quickly. I don't think so. I think he's still, you've seen, if you've watched him play, he's still got the pop in his arm a little bit. He probably can still play another season or two for somebody, but I don't want that to be with the Raiders. No way. No way. No way do I want to see that. Now, do I just think there's a distinct possibility that there's going to be a quarterback change and that could happen? Possibly. Because the reality of the matter is there's a very brief window after the Super Bowl where you can decide whether you want to go into the extension with Carr or whether you want to cut bait at that time. And they're going to look at that loophole and they're going to look at it hard. Because the reality of the matter is you'd be tied together with this no trade clause that Derek has in his contract for the foreseeable future. And you're tying your career as a head coach to Derek Carr if you decide to go in. It's going to be interesting. Well, if it snows and it's cold, that doesn't bode well for the pass rush either. I mean, they still got to get to the quarterback, and that slows down their track as well. I mean, that's the thing. It sucks for your team to have to play in that weather, but that team's still got to play in it too. And nobody plays well when you're talking like 40 below wind chills and shit. Nobody plays well in that. Nobody's used to that. It's going to be fucking brutal. Carr makes my life miserable, he says. Derek's been very Jekyll and Hyde this season. I was really expecting a much better year out of Derek. I thought he'd risen through the 19, 20, 21 season. I'd seen a real nice upward trend from Derek, and I just think he's plateaued this year. I just think you've seen a plateau in the line graph of his career. And if he doesn't take this team to the playoffs, I think you'd have to take a hard look at it's time for a divorce. Nothing against Derek. I think he's a good quarterback. I think you could have got it done with Derek. But at some point, divorce is just a necessity for both the team and the player. Maybe the Raiders will be better off without Derek Carr with some new blood under center. And maybe Derek Carr would be better off with a new team. And Wendy makes a great point there. The Steelers are ranked near the bottom of the league in rush defense. And you know what this game's going to be. It's going to be heavy JJ, man. Heavy Josh Jacobs. This dude is the leading rusher. He's one of the big stories in the league. Everybody's starting to talk about him now that you're getting down the stretch of the season and you're seeing the stats that he's putting up accumulated over a season. I mean, this dude's knocking on the door. Was he like 5 yards within 1,500 yards right now? I mean, with 3 games to play, he could be up close near 2,000 yards. Now, see, I just hate all of those names, Wendy. So would I be considered a Carr hater because at times I question the quarterback? You know, I think some of those labels are just stupid. I think you should question a quarterback in a position that's getting paid as what they're getting paid and the importance they are to a franchise. They should be over-criticized. They should be looked at a little harder. I think a guy who's been in the league for 9 seasons and has not a lot to show for it. I don't know. I think he should have more leeway in this offense. I think this offense and this head coach is handcuffing him more, I think, than before, and I don't think he's dealing with it well. I think that's part of his issue. I don't know. It's just, I think at this point, 9 years in, you got to start questioning him a little bit. You have to. When you see other teams, quarterbacks, put their team on their shoulders sometimes and just carry them and dice a team up, you just don't see Carr do it. You just don't see him be that guy, that step on the throat, that go for the jugular type quarterback. He's just so ultra conservative. He's such a yes man. I just don't know. Sharing is caring. I get all the points. I've read all 12 volumes of the Derek Carr excuse novels. I've read them all. And I agree with the majority of them. I get it. Never had number one wide receiver. It's constantly changing offensive coordinators, constantly changing coaches, constantly changing regimes, talents changing around him, this, that, and other. I get it. I know all the excuses. I agree with a lot of them. But the reality of the matter is greatness overcomes in sports. Greatness overcomes all. Greatness overcomes multiple coaches. Greatness overcomes offensive coordinators. Greatness overcomes players changing. Greatness overcomes. When is the greatness of Derek Carr going to overcome the adversities around him? That's the fucking point. That's the key point. Michael Jordan never had it perfect. Freaking every great sports athlete in history never had it perfect. Always had to rise above some adversity. Greatness just overcomes. When is he going to overcome? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the guy's a bad quarterback. Derek Carr's a good quarterback who can make great throws and great plays, just like damn near everybody else in the league. But it's not every quarterback in the league can make those throws. At certain times, it's can you make it consistently? Can you do it? Can you carry a team? Can you overcome and become great when your team needs you to elevate and be great? Greatness overcomes in sports. It overcomes everything. Overcomes everything. And that's my question with Derek Carr. Yes, he's good. Could you win with Derek Carr? Yes. But man, after 9 years, don't you want a chance to have one of these young, great new quarterbacks? Don't you want like a Joe Burrow type? Don't you want a Josh Allen type? A Mahomes? Don't you want to get one of these new style quarterbacks? Because you don't know what some of these guys are until you get them in an NFL system and give them NFL talent. You just don't know. You just don't know. You know. You've seen this year the ceiling for Derek Carr. You've seen the best he's ever going to be. The best he's ever going to be. And can you win a Super Bowl with him? Yes. If everything's right around him. Absolutely. But is he going to be the quarterback that overcomes and becomes great in big pressure moments in the postseason and carries a team on his back to greatness and overcomes all? I don't in my heart's heart think he's that guy anymore. I just don't. And that's where I'm at with Derek Carr. I'm not a Carr hater. I like the guy. I think he's a great human. He's been a great leader for the franchise. We've met him personally. He gave my son like freaking damn near $600 worth of free merchandise at one of the Pro Bowls. I think he's a great guy. And he's been a great leader for the team. But I think his time's over if he can't get something done this season. And that's just where I'm at. That's just where I'm at. So I would not label myself a Carr hater. I'm going to make myself a new name. I'm a Carr realist. There we go. I'm not a Kardashian. I'm definitely not a Carr nut hugger. I'm not a Carr I'm a Carr realist. There we go. We'll go with that. What quarterback do I have in mind for replacing him? Well, see, here's the thing, man. I would leave it up to the who's supposed to be these quarterback gurus and McWeasel and Ziegler to hopefully evaluate the talent that's in this upcoming draft. And I think you draft a quarterback. I think you go quarterback in the draft because you get the benefit of the rookie contract that's favorable for the team, and you can work through the rookie deal with your new quarterback. I think you compare him with Devontae Adams. He gets the number one wide receiver. He gets an all-world running back. I think you go draft. I don't think you go out and try to get anybody else. You don't bring in Rodgers. You don't bring in Brady. Lamar Jackson's really kind of one of your only other top options. You don't want Garoppolo. I mean, Garoppolo's no better than Carr. So, we'll see. I'd love it, Wendy. I would love it. Somebody throw something else up. I don't want to talk quarterback. I want to talk upcoming game. I want to talk Steelers. Yeah, I don't know about the Niners, man. We'll see. We'll see going down this stretch if they're for real or not. What's up, Soul? Tall boys are in the fridge. Lamar Jackson. See, I don't know. Josh McDaniels has never really ran a system with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. I mean, he had Brady forever. He had Garoppolo, which was they tried to make him a Brady clone. That's the reason they had him there. Mac Jones is a more along the lines of just a pocket passer. So, I don't know. He never really had a guy like that. I don't think that's a quarterback that would be sexy to him to go and pick up because I don't know if that guy fits in what he does as an offensive coordinator. Yeah, you're over there playing in that soft-ass division, man. What you got? What the Niners got in their division? That division's soft like baby shit, man. What do you got? The Lambs, who are on a complete fucking... They ain't doing nothing. You got the Cardinals. Cardinals ain't got Kyler Murray. You got Geno Smith. You don't even have a real starting quarterback you're going up against in the entire division. The fuck out of here. You fraudulent asses. You ain't gonna go nowhere. You think the third quarter, you think the cute story, Mr. Irrelevant, the kid from Iowa State, the fucking Cyclone's going to take you somewhere. Come on, man. I mean, y'all are a cute story, but no. Your quarterback situation and coming out of your fraudulent-ass division, not really having to play any teams. No way. We'll see. Man, goddamn comments are going by so quick. I'm trying to catch some here. I don't think Carr. Hold on. I don't think Carr is bad. Lead 4 times. Needs some DBs. The defense needs to improve. There's no doubt about that. But the offense needs to help out the defense a little more, man. Bang bang Niner gang is literally the stupidest fan base phrase that there is. It really is. You sound like a complete window licker every time you say that. And if you take the time to type that, we know you definitely lick windows. Oh, yeah, the Raiders lost to a lot of teams this season. Who's sitting here and disputing that fact? Nobody. I think the coaching staff sucks. I think you got a talented team with a bad coaching staff that doesn't know how to operate it. Doesn't know how to run the joystick. Nobody's disputing that. Doesn't mean that I can't talk reality, that another team's a fraud. Niners have the experience. Really? You've got a rookie quarterback going into the postseason. He's got the experience? Really? A bad interception here or there, and your season's over, my man. Do you not understand football? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with the new coaching staff. I'm not, and I think that they're to blame for the basically misusing this team, man. I mean, if you go back and watch this season, the blown leads. I mean, these are coaching related. I watch the all 22s every week. I watch the coaches tape. I make sure hey, if I'm going to do a podcast, I make sure that I'm informed about my team. And I watch all the plays, and it's just, man, the play calling at crucial times of the game and in the second half this season has just been horrific. Horrific at times. It's just sad. It's just sad at sometimes. But the players on this team are starting to excel. The Waller situation, Renfro being out, the offensive line finally coming around, starting to gel. There's just been so many weird storylines to this season. It's been a strange season for the Raiders. What do I think happens with Adams if Carr leaves? Well, Adams still under contract. And I think you can honestly talk Devontae Adams into pairing him with a new young gun, hopefully a franchise quarterback that you're trying to bring in the draft. I think pairing him with that, I think he may be interested in that. I think you could sell that. I think you might be able to spend that. The fact he's in Vegas instead of living in Wisconsin, the armpit of the country. He actually can have a social life in Vegas. It's a much different place to live. I think there's a lot of things that you could still sell on Adams to get Adams to stay. I don't think that's necessarily he's out. Adams grew up a lifelong Raider fan. He's always wanted to be a Raider. There's a lot more ties to the Silver and Black than just Derek Carr. And obviously, he had to be realistic. He knew Carr had been there for 8 years. He didn't know if he's going to stay there forever with the new regime coming in. So I'm sure he was a little realistic about it. So, all right, man, I've about reached my time limit of what I stay on TikTok. So I appreciate you all. We do this every Thursday night, and I will be on here again after the game on Christmas Eve. I will be on the game after the game on Christmas Eve, too. I'll be doing my official post-game reaction podcast on Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook and Raider Reaction on YouTube. And then after that, I will jump over here for a little unofficial post-game talk to with all you lovely folks over here on the TikTok platform. If you haven't followed us yet on TikTok, give us a follow. We'd appreciate it. We keep it real, we keep it raw, and we keep it uncensored when it comes to the Silver and Black and your Las Vegas Raiders. We pull no punches. And we give our opinions. We're just diehard fans like everybody else. We just got big mouths. Until next time, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.